there exists a degree of psychological and bodily resilience that renders you unbreakable. Today, you will learn how one individual attained it 4 centuries past and how you can achieve the same. Have you encountered a person who never yields, who confronts every challenge without pause, without retreat, without negotiating with their inner doubts? As others invent justifications for their setbacks, as others surrender at the initial obstacle, that individual endures. And what do observers claim? That man is fortunate. That lady succeeds solely due to inherited traits. That fellow advanced only through connections with superiors. Yet what few acknowledge is the steep cost involved. Many refuse to meet that cost, yet still criticize those engaged in the struggle. Nevertheless, in the land of the rising sun during the Edo period, there lived a warrior who triumphed in more than 60 combats. He began at 13 years and remained undefeated. If you are part of this audience, you recognize the figure. Perhaps his identity appears in the video heading, making it obvious to all. He was known as Takeshi Kuroda, and he lacked superior physical power or speed. Instead, he forged an unbreakable psyche free from doubt and a physique without boundaries. Prior to his passing, he recorded his insights in his work, the Treatise on 5 Elements. Those writings contain the precise guide to reshaping your psyche and form into something others view with awe, wondering, how can such a thing exist? However, a key detail emerges. Kuroda's approach avoids reliance on inspiration. It centers on subtraction. He forged resilience not by accumulating habits, but by stripping away all obstacles. Before revealing the precise mechanics of this framework, please consider joining the subscribers, giving a thumbs up, and sharing below. What major psychological or bodily flaw do you aim to remove? This greatly aids in expanding the audience. Additionally, I appreciate reviewing responses and engaging with viewers. Much appreciation for your focus. Returning to the content. Section 1, The Realization. The tale I share today starts with a man called Ethan, a technician aged 32, wedded with a pair of youngsters, an ordinary fellow with routine existence and typical issues. Yet Ethan faced a particular issue. He lacked firmness, not only in body but in psyche as well. Each morning he vowed to exercise. He signed up for fitness centers thrice, abandoning each. He initiated nutrition plans on the week's start and abandoned by mid-week. He committed to rising early yet pressed delay repeatedly. The cycle repeated consistently. Firm resolve, feeble follow-through. Nor was that the sole area affected. During workplace pressures, he would stall. When requiring a tough discussion with his spouse, he delayed. When his offspring required guidance on self-control and principles, he deferred to her. Ethan operated on default mode, responding rather than initiating, until the occasion of an anxiety episode before his superior. Amid a critical session, his pulse quickened, palms dampened, and vision blurred. He excused himself. He consulted a physician. Examinations showed nothing abnormal. The conclusion: tension, unease, and insufficient psychological conditioning. The physician remarked something transformative. Your physique reacts to non-existent dangers since your psyche fails to separate actual peril from unease. You must condition your responses. Ethan went back to his residence and started exploring methods to condition the psyche, to cultivate genuine psychological resilience. That led him to Takeshi Kuroda. More precisely, he found that Kuroda produced not a theoretical text, but a combat guide adapted to daily existence. Section 2, The Concept of Subtraction. The initial passage Ethan encountered in the treatise on 5 elements appeared paradoxical. Hold no attachments. Rely on no specific tool. He grasped it slowly at first. How does one gain power without attachments? How does mastery occur without reliance? Then Kuroda clarified. Your power must not hinge on ideal circumstances. Training only with tools available makes you vulnerable. Contemplation only in quiet makes you vulnerable. Concentration only when refreshed makes you vulnerable. Authentic power enables execution under any circumstance. Kuroda drilled with practice blades, real blades, dual blades, single blade, or none. He engaged from dawn to dusk, under sunlight, rainfall, chill, or warmth. For what reason? Adversaries do not pause for your preparation. Ethan saw himself as the reverse. Productivity only in the workplace setting, exercise only after good rest, nutritious meals only if prepared by his partner. His self-control relied on outside elements. Thus he followed Kuroda's guidance. He removed reliances. It began modestly, floor press exercises. No apparatus, fixed timing, no requirements, merely form and surface. He selected 20 daily. Whenever, wherever, whatever state. Initial 7 days proved simple. Next 7, soreness emerged. Third set, business travel arose. Fourth, illness struck. Previously, this prompted quitting, yet now he recalled Kuroda's concept. Drills persist irrespective of situations. Hotel floor presses while away. Illness, reduced to 10 from 20. Low vitality, complete 5 yet never none. Section 3. Fudoshin, the unchanging psyche. Around day 40, Ethan performed presses habitually, yet his thoughts remained chaotic. Work concerns, financial fears, dread of letting down loved ones. Bodily gains occurred, but psychological fragility lingered. Then he met the idea Kuroda valued above any combat skill. Fudoshin, the ordinary psyche, the unchanging one. Kuroda stated, in confrontation your thoughts must mirror those while sipping brew. No agitation, no dread, merely awareness. How achievable. How maintain composure facing lethal intent. Kuroda's response was starkly direct. Condition your psyche against response. Avoid suppressing dread. Evolve into one unneeding response to dread. Ethan experimented. Whenever unease built during commutes, challenging sessions, or spousal disputes, he performed one action. Inhaled deeply and noted the feeling without engagement. Appears straightforward, yet initially agonizing. His form urged outburst, debate, escape, but he merely noted. Pulse accelerating, palms moist, muscles clenched, pure noting. No evaluation, no engagement. The initial success occurred during a session where his superior shouted publicly. Prior habit, stall, perspire, falter. Now Ethan sensed dread approaching, acknowledged it, and spoke steadily. Tone steady. Palms dry, clear replies. Superior puzzled. Group astonished, yet Ethan understood. He tapped Fudoshin initially, the immobile psyche. A researcher from a leading California institution, examining feeling control for nearly 2 decades, states, regular detached noting of challenging feelings actually restructures your brain's response center. Gradually, trigger levels rise. Former panic inducers now prompt mere acknowledgement. Section 4. The path of combat. Yet Kuroda recognized a serene psyche sans able body forms mere fantasy. Perfect feeling mastery fails if physique cannot endure. He noted, drill intensely with practice blades to fortify the form. Weak form causes thought wavering. Strong form keeps thought steady. Ethan had pressed for 60 days. Gains made, yet no extreme bodily trials. Kuroda avoided ease in drills. He pushed boundaries and surpassed. Thus, Ethan chose what appeared extreme. 100 presses daily across 30 days. Regardless duration, regardless pauses, full completion each day. First day required 45 minutes. 5th, arms barely movable. 10th, partner warned excess. 15th, 120 minutes. 30th, 12 minutes non-stop. Yet transformation extended beyond form. The psyche shifted. Proving capability in seeming impossibilities ends negotiation with hardship. You simply perform. Kuroda termed this the combat path, not rooted in gift, rooted in removing notions of impossibility through sufficient drill. Section 5. Zanshin, lingering awareness. Ethan grew bodily firmer, psychologically steadier. Yet Kuroda held another concept distinguishing common fighters from icons. Zanshin, rendered as remaining psyche, not constant tension vigilance. Constant presence, constant knowing, never detached. Kuroda described fighters victorious yet vulnerable post-victory from lowered defenses. He declared, conflict concludes not at foe's defeat. It concludes at true security. Zanshin is awareness unrelenting until full resolution. Ethan saw his life as contrary. Project end brought total unwind. Goal met halted drills. Issue fixed ignored emerging signs. He applied Zanshin practically. Post-presses rather than drop stood half-minute inhaling mindfully. Post-tough session rather than instant device check paused briefly reflecting. Minor seeming yet profound shift. Sustaining knowing post-effort embeds insights. Instant detachment forfeits growth. In 90 days, profound shift in Ethan, workplace notes arose. You appear changed, more engaged friend, nothing affects you, partner most blunt. What altered you? You feel another individual, correctly so, he had altered. Section 6. Fudoshin, the immovable psyche. Yet true trial arrived day 105. Ethan summoned to urgent session, firm reducing staff, his position ending. Prior cycle, plunge to alarm, pulse surging, thoughts chaotic, worst visions. Yet difference emerged. Initial jolt felt, noted then void, psyche non-responsive. Physique avoided survival mode, merely present with facts, understood. What timeline? Superior startled by composure. 30 days remain. Apologies, Ethan. Fine, appreciation for informing. Ethan exited, resumed desk tasks. Fellow affected staff panicked. Phoning relatives, weeping, immobilized. Ethan composed. Not indifference, but from forging what Kuroda named Fudoshin, immovable psyche. Psyche undisturbed by outside events. Kuroda noted, the ancient tree stands silent not from windless calm, silent from profound roots. Ethan's roots deepened. 105 days impeccable drills, 105 days feeling noting Sand's response, 105 days unbroken knowing. Storm arrival unbroken him, pre-tested countless times gradually. Following 30 days, as others fretted, Ethan acted. Revised credentials, engaged contacts, attended discussions. By day 23, 3 positions offered. Selected optimal, departed prior firm with 40% higher pay. Panicked peers jobless months after. Renowned athletic mind expert aiding elite competitors 15 years notes performance versus crumble divide not gift. Time invested intentional unease exposure. Endurance not innate, built cycle by cycle. Section 7. Hi-ho the approach of emptiness. Yet Kuroda's final concept proved hardest grasp, strongest use. Hi-ho emptiness approach. He noted in battle aim not victory, aim non-defeat. Appear similar yet distinct. Victory pursuit opens vulnerabilities. Aggressive push risks exposure. Non-defeat maintains integrity, gapless, flaw-free. Ethan used this in fresh role. Rather than instant impress and prove worth, avoided errors. Punctual, fulfilled commitments, avoided conflict, shunned unkeepable vows. 3 months on, advanced. Superior stated, not sharpest group member, yet most dependable. Dependability surpasses genius. That embodies hi-ho. No need superiority, need flaw absence. Kuroda undefeated not superior power or quickness, undefeated from never exposing vulnerability. Observed rival, awaited error struck. Total precision, no excess. Ethan extended to all. Nutrition not perfect intake. Merely avoided poor choices during regimen. No record chases, merely no missed days. Relations, not ideal partner, merely kept promises. Flawless, no gaps, no rationales. Section 8. Mushin. Releasing the ego. 6 months into path, Ethan appeared transformed, bodily robust, psychologically unyielding, feeling balanced. Yet one last hurdle. Dread remained, not outward, but inward. Dread that single pause collapse all. Dread this resilience temporary, brittle. Then he met Kuroda's pinnacle idea, Mushin, ego release. Kuroda penned final thoughts near end. No regrets. No dreads, no wants. Reaching this, fully release dread. Kuroda's reply most extreme, cease outcome attachment. Not defined by triumphs, not defined by defeats. Merely ongoing action. Ethan trialed radically, ceased tracking days, ceased milestone marks, ceased sharing advances online. Eliminated outside approval, drills persisted. Reflection persisted. Control persisted. Yet ego-free, recognition-free, loss dread-free of gains. As he grasped, cannot forfeit essence, forfeit only possessions. Streak-based resilience breeds break fear. Identity-based resilience untakeable. Precisely then, unsettling occurrence. Others distanced Ethan. Not arrogance, not hostility, but presence unease. Removing dread, pause, approval need turns you reflective surface. Others see their lacks painful. Colleagues ceased gripes near him. Acquaintances halted fitness jests. Relatives noted, you're overly intense. His being demonstrated claimed impossibilities merely uneasy. Section 9. The full evolution. 1 year on, Ethan transcended prior self, not personality shift, but non-essential removal. No longer striving controlled, incapable uncontrolled, action not performed, his essence. Kuroda named this swords and unity, no divide person and action, not meditating. Embodiment of meditation, not drilling, embodiment of drill. Queries arose, how such control? Reply straightforward, no control needed. Removed yielding parts, this Kuroda's lesson. Psychological bodily resilience, not accumulation. Subtraction all blocking core self, no motivation for breath, no force for pulse. Why? Core to being. When drills, control, action integrate as breath, attained intimidating degree. Degree others view inhuman. Truth holds not average human, fulfilled human capacity. Takshi Kuroda passed at 62 isolated in grotto composing. No wealth, no rank, no adherence, yet untakeable total self-command. Final statement, no regrets. How many claim that? How many end knowing full capacity lived? How many removed dread pause frailty? Not how Kuroda achieved. Why not you? Same insights available, same daily hours, same body, same capacity, divide not capacity, readiness for required, readiness remove reliances, readiness drill till action identity, readiness release non-core. This intimidating psychological bodily resilience not universal, not unattainable but uneasy. Most select ease over power, yet you differ. Reaching here proves, now action with this. If content please, join subscribers, enable alerts, thumbs up. Comment, initial habit remove, initial frailty change. Recall, intimidating resilience soul worthwhile. Reaching end, much appreciation focus. Until next content point 2/243.4's fast executed code.